I've gotten this question more than once in my office and virtually through my YouTube channel, through comments, through emails. And so I'm going to try and make this soft but yet very firm, because it's important that I'm always honest with you guys. And part of that honesty is telling you the truth of what I see, what I'm trained for, and how I think marriages work after divorce, after affairs, and any kind of an example of betrayal in a relationship. So the question is, Mary Jo, I've been dating a married man for a long time, and I'm wondering, what are the chances that he will leave his wife for me? Well, first of all, you cannot date someone that is married. You're not dating them. You're making yourself available. You're serving perhaps as their mistress, but you're not exactly dating them, because dating is when two people are honest. They lay all their cards out on the table and they don't have another significant other. They basically are coming to you wanting to share a life with you, and they're both single. That's the concept. And so when you say you're dating them, you're really not. You're seeing a man who is already married. So let's just go from there, okay? Between his wife and his mistress, meaning you, he's got everything. Why would he want to divorce? I mean, if he prioritized you and made you so special that he spent all of his time with you, took you around, showed you off, was able to take you to his place and him coming to your place. He never, forsaked you on weekends or made up excuses why he couldn't be there. Then you would be a priority, but you're not a priority. And that's the honest truth. And sometimes that can feel like a slap in the face, but what oftentimes happens is we get so blinded by our love or our feelings for this person that we can't see the truth. A married man who is with another woman really has everything. He has his cake and he's eating it too. He's got his family, he's got his kids, and he has you when he gets bored, or when he feels bad about himself, or when he needs a spark, or maybe he needs to feel young again. Whatever the reason, and there are numerous reasons, and I've heard them all. I want you to know I really have heard them all. Then more than likely, you're the one that is getting sidelined, you're the one that's getting hurt, and you're the one who's living the biggest proportion of this lie, because you cannot get out of it, you cannot see it, and you really want to believe that this person is someday going to leave their partner for you. Not only that, as a therapist, I can tell you, getting a divorce is a painful experience. It's painful for the person getting it, painful for the other spouse, painful for the kids, and most people don't want to face that. So when they're unhappy in a relationship, they'll oftentimes look for outside people that they can get along with. They're looking for people who don't really need them, people who have their own life, but are very accepting of their terms. They'll take what they can get. And if that means meeting up every other weekend, meeting at odd hours so they can still be with their family, oftentimes they'll take that. And if you're the person accepting that kind of behavior, you're telling this person that it's okay, that this is all you require for treatment, that you don't need to be prioritized, you don't need to be number one. So why would they start doing it? What would make them do it? There isn't a reason, because you've already taught them how much respect and what kind of treatment you need, and they're giving you that now. So if you're thinking they're going to leave their wife, they would have already done it. You said you've been with him several years. If he was going to leave his wife, that would have happened in the first year. Wouldn't have happened after 6 or 10 or 20. And even if it did, think of your life, how much of it you've lived a lie. You really haven't been able to tell other people. You could say, I have a boyfriend, but you could never really be honest about it. And chances are good that you didn't feel good either. What am I recommending? I'm recommending if you really want this person in your life, you give them an ultimatum. You start telling them that you are a priority and what that means, what you need. And then you draw a line. And those are the things. And if you don't get those things, you walk. And you walk because the chances are high that you were never going to get it anyway. But you finally got to the point where you realized you deserved more, that you deserved a love of your own. I know so many people who have gotten mixed up with married partners, not just men, but married women too, and they end up destroying their life. Because as the relationship goes, even if you do end up with them, trust is a major issue. And if they cheated on their wife, what's to prevent them from cheating on you? Do you think you're so special? Are you so deluded that you actually think there's something different that holds you rather than the other woman that he was married to? Don't you think he told her the same thing he's telling you now? These are things you have to think about. You really have to journal about them. You have to get help with them, counsel about them. Maybe part of you likes the arrangement because you have your own intimacy disorder. Maybe part of you likes this situation because you don't want the responsibility of being a wife and a committed partner. And either of those things are okay, but it's important that you come true with it, that you discover what you really want. Because let's play devil's advocate and he does divorce, and then you realize, wait a minute, I didn't really want him all the time. I didn't want this. Then will you feel guilty that you caused a divorce of a family, you broke up a family, and at the same time, you really didn't understand your own needs. You didn't understand why you had accepted this relationship in the beginning. I hope this video is helpful for you, and if it is, please subscribe. And if not, if you're already a subscriber, then I want to thank you so much. It means the world to me.